All right, everyone, here we go. I am doing this. It's Ax-Wielder John. I'm gonna paint a badass illustration because I need practice painting, and it's gonna give me content for a few days. So that's what we're doing. I'm gonna do a prelim, a second prelim, where I figure out the interlocking shapes. Remember, I did that a little bit on that brown sketch that I want to know all the cool interlockings. Can't remember if I went over it last time. Our old pal Frankie Rosetta, right? So this shadow here, while there is different, gradations, variations in it, it's all very much one shape. It's threaded through here, locks to here, right? Then there's another shape from the bottom of her crotch here, right? So that's all kind of. So these are the shapes I'm looking for in prelim to really make the drawing pop. Another example. This is almost like if you take out the planes, right? You look at the buildings, it's almost two-tone, right? All the interlocking shape. This is all one shape. That's what Daddy's looking for, right? What Papa's looking for. No, look, doesn't want to fit back where it went. Drawing these big dudes, I do not focus on anatomy. Waste of time when I already know the anatomies. Two, I'm looking for shape overall, like big dudes, like a block, like the Incredible Hulk. I'll try to look up at the chat if there are any chatters. You guys pop in a minute to look up. I like to keep busy. Skulls. That could be a bone. Oh, that is just not showing up very well. Let's go. Let's mess with my camera settings. That was showing up. Right, you don't go too bright. Grass. That did it. Might not be color accurate. I just need more light in here. That's all they is to it. Second. Or of Ax-Wielder. See if he wants. All right. We're back. We're busy. I don't even have Ax-Wielder reference pulled up. I've seen enough of this. about his Ax-Wielder. But Bill Sienkiewicz's Ax-Wielder to look like mine versus Del Keown. Hmm. Refreshing Monster Energy for all the ASMR weird. Oh my god. Drink. He took a drink. The elbow. Let's just try. I am worrying about it. Caught me lying to you. It's a little rhythm. How stupid is it that already I've lost a little bit of energy from thumbnail? That's just the way. That's why the when I do the watercolor, and I'm really gonna have to let it fly on that. Hopefully, I'll regain some of the collarbone instead of bicycle handlebars. See it? That's that. Most of the way. Band-aid stuff. Some of the guys get band-aids. Paul Blart, cop, Hello Kitty. Scene, montage scenes. You learn all these little tricks drawing, right? So I'm having trouble with this being the angle I. So I'm gonna have to backwards engineer it. Right? Fist. I want it. Take the rest of the arm. Head too big? What do you think? I know the model. I know how. Tiny head. Put some straps flying around, fella. Put them out. Straps and buckles. Flare. All right, here we go. We're almost ready. All right. Now, I'm gonna erase all that back. Don't tell me. Oh God, don't tell me. I needed eraser. I had you guys almost thinking I was a professional. It's a big a drama show. Like kneaded eraser because that's a less compromise on the paper here. I'm using crappier. I mean, don't kid yourself. It's not that. I mean, this is the good crappy stuff. Bad. Now, do I want to hit this with an ink pen first? I think I do. If I got a one. You guys got like 5 hours for me to go through my bundle full of microns. 1 micron is a stick, but together, bundled up, go with the number 2. No number 1, we'll go number 2. He's always making doo-doo jokes. Oh, Monster Energy's like Hulkamania running through right now. Notifications. Right. I'm not worried about detail. Okay? Hit. Oh, yeah. Broken. This cutting into the paper. It's killing me again, killing me again. I'm not gonna worry about the details. See, like I drew his little axes right here. Yeah, help. He ain't concerning ourselves with that kind of sure lost. Right? We don't want our figure to get lost. Let's drew a nose on this son of a gun. What? Definitely this brittle line is in Nick Prochera style. That's it. Shape. Not digging that silhouette. Up, flatten out. Up. This is how I want to turn it. We'll see how that ends up on the final. skull. Sup? Sternum. Instead of abs, like big guys, they're hunched over. Some this guy's pounding down the lager. Goes to the club. And at the yes thumbnail. Making puns. Apps. Almost ready to pop the shapes. So it goes app. Close enough. Fine. Dokie. Chest. I got a like. I got no chats though. All right. Let's suggest his hairline a little bit. Emphasize that gash. What I'm talking. Oh, what I'm talking. Some strain going. Tendons are pulling that skin taut. Don't worry about detail. Already trying to start at. I want there's going to be motion in the final, right? So you'll have some off these. It's like he's landing, right? Like oh, chop some up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 6. I don't want to kill the silhouette right there. I kind of want that hole to remain, so we'll put this one over here, side of it. Right? Always need to see the top of the skull. 2, 3, 6. A hint at one there. Okay? A hint at it. All right. Do I want to go gray first? I think I do. Should I go Walmart or should I go art store, Hobby Lobby? Going No Soul, cheap as it is, versus Hobby Lobby. This is the art straight from God. We're gonna go with Hobby Lobby. Check these out. I ordered these. You kind of like gotta. They come with stickers, so they were empty. Then I ordered the Copic refills. So I have C2, which is kind of light, C4, C7. Wides. Probably too big for this. Going 30%, 50%. Too dark. Ain't made up my mind yet. 70. 70 looks as the 50% sticker looks darker than the 70s. I don't know. I think some of them hobby lobbyers are backsliding a little bit on going to church. Got them stickers all whack. I'll tell you what, we'll go with the mid-grade ones. Easiest. Check this out. Right here. I don't know if I've showed these before. It's a freaking lunchbox, bro. It is a lunchbox of markers. How badass would it be if I pulled a peanut butter and jelly sandwich out of it? Howdy. Sage green? Oh, these colors aren't making any sense. Clock is ticking. Glacier blue. Blender. All right, guess what? Oh, that's those soulless Walmart grays, just because they're all together. Looking for. That's why we can't have nothing nice. I ended up going with Walmart. And wonder why the world's falling apart. All right, so we're looking for those Frazetta pizza shading. All right, where's our light source? Where do we want it? See, I could get a dope cast shadow from this if the light source is kind of coming at, pointing at his elbow from back here. Is that what I want? But I kind of want it to pop this way because I'm seeing the shape over here. If I put it over here, that leaves all the color part over here, and you tend to want to read. So I guess, yep, I guess our shadow's going to be there. Yep, I'm glad I did that little test marker. That's too dark. Too dark, or that paper's lapping it up. J Dub. Too dark? Son of a gun. Go with the... top cam. Nope. Nope and nope. Oh, here we are. Here's our bag of Copics. Cool gray number 1. Love all that is holy. Here we go. Is this the winner? That's the winner. See, the cool part about having these skulls overlap is they can cast a little shadows. Every little overlapping item is just another chance to add shadow. Contrast 3. So that's hinted at. Now, gonna connect this up Frazetta style. Let's take it. Bicep is so big. We're gonna let the bicep cast a shadow. So like, I swear all this stuff doesn't make sense in study. Want strongest part of the light is the edge right closest to, or the strongest part of the shadows, the part close, because whoever created the simulation world thought that would be. Whoever created the simulation wanted to pop in and lock it. You still around, J-Dub, or did you go home? Leave me. Back on the couch with a box of Lucky Charms right now. Alright, so shadow from that. Knuckles. The main knuckles up top here are just hinted at, just a couple of the cast shadow off the thumb. Here, I think. So the trap, striations, and I think all this is shadow. Just hinted at loincloth. Shadow. Right. Right. Still here wondering if I should sell my car to buy all those Copics. I got those at New York Comic Con for $275. They were on sale. Now let me tell you, since you brought that up, these Artesias that I bought, they are pretty much same as the Copics. I got this lunchbox here for like 60 bucks. That's how much it was on Amazon. If I had, yeah, 1 second, I'll be right back. Here's my layout for the two pinup I did for Johnny Boy. This Conan right here is done with the Artesias. So more about the craftsman than. So what you can do is you can get this Artesia set, and then you can go to any good like Hobby Lobby and do supplemental colors to fill in, right? Copic also sells sets like this. Now this isn't Copic, but it's a set of skin tones, right? By the way, these markers, I've never used them. Got them like a couple of years ago. Damn things up, bro. They are the craziest. Look at this. All right, so you got, there's this end. Here's the brush end. And you got this. Like, there's another tip here. I guess it's a tip replacement. I don't know. I can't make sense out of it. I never used that, right? Maybe I'll use them today. All right. Add the second. So we've kind of got it mapped out a little bit. So now it's all about what shapes I can connect. So I can connect this shape, bicep, down into here, right? So I see this all as one shape. This one over here, just a whisker. It's all one shape. Down into, and I think we can connect that up right there. Got one little hole in the shape right there, right? So that's going to be our, that's going to really make that fist pop because we have this highlight right here. This is the one shape that's kind of solo off to itself, right? Bicep. This one up. A little more of a cast shadow. Yeah, I can get that one pec muscle. The one that's like almost, I like how the pec just like fans into the dome. Yeah, dude. The final of this is going to be a water. I spent the last quarter of last year building up my watercolor set. So I am like using drawing this for Nick as an excuse to get my palette all set up and all that, right? So I've been using this Cotman set, and these are pretty high quality, to be honest. It's the college level, right? So it's not like the cheapest stuff. You can do like really good layering with it. Let it dry and put another layer on. Show you. Is it in this? This doesn't read as well over the camera as it should. I'm getting me a better camera, but tell my wife. But if you look at this, like in person, you can see the undercolor with the translucent layer over the top of that. It's almost like mosaic. I like how Rocafort's stuff looks colored on the computer, like little cells, stained glass cells. All right, so now let's do some color. Sand. My skin tone here at the bottom. Raw silk. That's my favorite. Daddy likes it raw. Got milky white, light tan. Over here, t-shirts, apricot. I think that's what I colored the tone in with. Jasmine yellow. Well, I like having this sheet of paper down on my drawing too. Quick test. So I want to get that is going to be his base color. Milky white, silk. All right, yeah, milky white will be it. As if you can see here, it's already drying lighter. Shoot. Missed a spot. Definitely shadow cast from belt. Ape. All right. Let's look at trust that stream. Bear with me, people. Oh yeah, it's plenty high quality. Okay. Good, we good. Here we go. Color I said. Yeah, yeah. And I'm cool with it being kind of long. Because actually, I've already achieved what I set out to do. Just find those interlocking shadow shapes. Don't do it, girl. I'm not gonna do it. Don't worry, I'm not gonna do it. Oh, I did it. My favorite commercial. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention at the top, we're sponsored by Invisalign. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. Well, you know what? I can make that work. I can make that work. Steak, but I can make it work because I didn't draw the wrappings. So we'll have it almost like his wrappings stop. Or how about that? Look at that. That improv right there. Strappy straps have torn, busting fools up left and right. I draw my pen. Ah, all right. And he's back. And it's killing me, killing me. You guys like Spine Chink? Rockin' band. All right, so that there's done. This dude is, he's a race car in the red. He's running hot. So all those interlocking shadows. Pink. On the final, I could do two. So I could take this into Photoshop and figure. Um, I could get real fancy. Do a blue cast shadow. Can't carry that down into there because it's a different color. Puffed up skin. And we have light tan. Ooh, that is dark. Let's see here. Kind of a tip. This color. And yeah, I think that's different. Tash. Go back in. I think I'll go warm gray to shade the. Underselling it. Color background. Thinking green. Am I doing it? Just gonna jump in like that. Hey, yay, yay. Kid is scared right now. Terrified. Oh, do something. This guy. I guess that matches. So I guess it dries a little. Kind of Hulkamania. Watermelon moss. Alright, I'm kind of stuck here. I'm gonna go green. Don't do it, girl. Don't worry. I'm not gonna. A little darker than I wanted. I'll be prelim. Minor now. Got some ugly ass green colors. Here we go. Hello. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling these. Watercolor, I can make good enough for government work. Goes there. I think I'm wanting to put some blue in it now. Light. Go the light one. Gonna add a little tea. in my color scheme. Right. So this, if you do it right, these interlocking shapes. That's the thing. If you look at Frazetta's work and old Beasley stuff, Sienkiewicz, if you look at the way he did Daredevil and all his painted stuff, if you pick the right shape, if you make these shapes appealing, you can make them any damn color you want, to be honest. She uses Copic now. Comic glass metal technique, parallel lines, shine. Dark scares me. Notice how the more color you get on there, the that initial pass seems to be getting lighter and lighter. Optical illusion. Oh, I think it's the gray one that was scaring me. Ah, see, so I have the interlocking shapes that I keep talking about, but now I can go add variation within them. This bitch scene. By the way, all these techniques by in my upcoming book, Kid Figures Shit Out. That's the title I'm going. Kid's got strap. Oh yeah, it gives him those straps like the Ultimate Warrior. Yeah, it's a rough for a. I'm gonna do a full-on painting for Nick. It's gonna be like a 11 by 14 watercolor paper. Actually, this isn't the brand I'm using is somewhere over here, but this is gonna be the size. So as a comparison, I would hold it up, but I'm gonna try to do cover level quality. Here's where Frazetta would be coming in with like he would grab his greens or his purples and go in and just dab it up. Avalanche of markers. True story. This is like the maybe 10th marker sketch I've ever done in my life. I've had those, the bulk of the Copics you saw, I've had those for 10 years, unused. It's one of those things, you spend so much money, then you're kind of like reluctant to use it. But now that I'm gonna try to stream regularly, I need content, so guess I'll bust into my good stuff. Like paper I was just showing you. I actually got that. This pad here is cheaper, and it was still like 30 bucks for 12 sheets. I like hot press. Hot press means it's smooth most of the time. So I took this to the print shop I used to work at. I said, cut it in half, spiral bound it, spiral bind it. There. They put me a clean cover on it. But I got it perfed, right? I bought this expensive pad of paper, but I also had them had it, right? So this is spiral bound, perfed, and then they took glue, same stuff like they make post-it notes or scratch pads out of. They glued it all around the edge. Now I can paint on this. I don't have to worry about the water making it bubble up because it's glued down on all the edges. Makes it into a block. Now you can buy them in a block, but not at that size, or at least not that I saw. A little bit of customization there. It's a little. Now I'm trying to get caught up in the details, right? So I just like a little highlight where his thumbnail, like the bed of his thumbnail is. Yeah, like shadow, right? That's the shit we live. Doing just a little indication makes you feel like a girl creating stuff like that. So crazy. Now when I do the final into watercolor, I also need to figure. I'm gonna have a dissolve here, right? This is gonna just dissolve out into nothing, and I think I'll have at least the top part of his foot. Because I like the whole, like, you're pulling this stuff in from the ether, right? It's just like, yeah, then it forms just enough. It's forming just enough for you to make it out, and then back out again, right? And I'm letting, I've, I always liked art that lets you figure out what the hell you're looking for, hold your, the whole thing. But that's just me. All right, so almost done. This I've gone an hour. Not bad for an hour, right? Find hole of a shape right there. I just encircled all that. That's the drawing on the right side of the brain, right? The little hole. That's like the vase. You see a woman's face or you see a vase. That's that's what this whole thing I did was. Whole concept. Now let's do something a little fun. Add the blood to it. And for that, my head, go with is this. I got this stuff is if I ever spill that, got that nut brown naming this orange. Alright, so am I gonna be able to get a fine enough line to do fine enough? Wish I had a ballpoint. Oh yeah. Might be too dark for the rest of the scene. It's too dark. I don't want to kill it by adding this like super dark blood that contrast wise doesn't seem right. So wanted it flying in, right? Axes, when I do the real deal, I gotta figure out size. Splashes his scar all bloody. Awfully it all. Strap I didn't. Definitely gonna Liefeldize it. Right. So knuckles. And it might be way to go to just like do some of the shading on hands. That black. Alright, we about wrap. Almost want to contrast wise. As these markers dry. By the way, all you nerds out there, we're fighting with Mark Brooks. Bro, that's the way back in. He's using acrylics now, but like from '09 or whatever to 2014, he was doing these mega expensive commissions. They were Copic markers. Let me tell you, Copics, look at those in 20 years, the drawing just is not going to exist. So you just want to go out there and attack him. That disappears drawings or missions. Looked cool. Uh, I know Eric Canetti's actually started replacing some of the older commissions he'd done for that very. And if you noticed, all his newer stuff, he's added in a lot of colored pencil. That's I'm guessing that's why. I, so you know what? I want to pop out a couple of spots. Yeah, these Windsor Newtons, they are light fast, but not the maximum light fastness. They will fade over time. There's a chart you can get. So as I was building my watercolors up over the end of last year, so that's a Cotman. Started adding in artist grade. So you think you drew the head too big on yours? Yeah, dude, you got it's tiny, tiny, tiny. Gives him the mass. Dissolve. Okay. Ooh, doggy. That that Copic is never been used. Did wonder if I can put alcohol in that and bring it back since pigment should technically. La la. Take it. Yeah, let's go in and add a bit more color on this guy. Yeah. Yeah, peach getting pulled out of the stack. See, told you these artesians were. Look at that. Look at that color. Skin tones all day with this. You heard me correctly. It's getting pulled out of the stack. Hmm, all right. The pop. All right. So this background again. So this is where I should probably. Radio airwaves crackle with life. All right, we done. Masterpiece Theater. Tomorrow, we'll start the real deal, the big boy. And between now and tomorrow, probably gonna scan this in, take it into Clip Studio or Photoshop on probably tablet. I want to figure out what a lot more options you can do, tricks and texture, eye brush and layering. Probably stream in later today. I don't know about 50-50. That is